Okay, now here, this picture, I started this yesterday, and it's based on a view of a photograph that my daughter took of me up in London last summer when we were planning and preparing the pictures for the Japanese exhibition. And the photograph of me standing in front of Tower Bridge with the gherkin and the other big towers and the city skyline behind me. This is a picture that's going to be based on this, and I've just started it. Today's Easter Sunday. I started this yesterday. Okay, and what I've done is just mix up a kind of mixture on my palette of alizarin crimson, Indrathrine blue and Payne's grey. Mixed it together, put a bit of water with this, and this will make a lovely thin wash to use to cut in on the picture. So I've got to use this before it goes dry, so come back later. So what I've done here is I've put on a kind of wash of stuff. You can see it's quite loose and runny, still running down there, look, on the bridge on Uncle Ken's Town Hall, City Hall, sorry Ken, and nothing on the gherkin, a little bit on that tower, got that line in. The idea is to sort of get the feel of the thing now, to find out where the lights and darks are going to go, so I've got some idea of the distance. The focal point, your eye's going to move around this picture. It's going to move around from down through Tower Bridge to see the distance. It's going to move up to see the gigantic gherkin thing, and down to the foreground. I've got to do a foreground in here where it builds up so the picture comes forward and out towards you. But this gives me a beginning of an idea of where the tones are going to work on this picture. Can we see the photograph? This photograph here is the photograph I'm basing on. This is the one that Shami took of me up there for, as a publicity shot for the Japanese tour. And this brochure, by the way, that this is in, this is the London Gold brochure, and this picture is on the inside page of that. And now this new painting is based on that photograph, inspired by that photograph, which, again, looking at inspirations, you'd be interested maybe to know that the inspiration for this, the colour range of this painting are going to be based on, let me pan around here and show you this picture here. This is an old print, canvas print that I'm working on. It's an old print called Blackfriars Bridge, one of my very first giclée prints. This is a print on canvas, and I'm over painting this to try and get some texture and stuff on there. This is for a display in a gallery, because that image is nearly all gone, nearly 250 are nearly all sold. This is one of the last ones, but the colours have been very successful. A lot of people like that. Let me just pan across in the studio here again. You can see some other pictures that I've got on half on the go. You can see these ones that are nearly sort of 3/4 finished, half finished, working on. Good old pictures here. This is, have a look around the studio while you're here. The old Bang & Olufsen pumping up the music. This is my bench, that's the camera case. This is where I'm working, looking across here again, looking right round back to the painting at the other end of the studio there. Oh, you can see another one down here that I'm working on next to the rubbish bag. This is the same kind of colour scheme. This is, I don't know how that's going to go yet. We'll see. Anyway, back to the one that we're watching here. This picture is going to be a goodie. I like this. I like the way it's working. I like the colours. I like the way it's coming out. And these little drops still running down. Probably. Oops, big run down there from Ken's City Hall. Never mind. Okay, switch off now. Back to the drawing board.